Welcome to Focus with Tim Thomas. I am your host, Tim Thomas, and we're glad you've joined us for another Business Spotlight, being sponsored by the Hopkins County Regional Chamber of Commerce. Joining us for this Business Spotlight is members of Permco here in the city of Madisonville, and we're certainly glad to have with us, to my far right, Ms. Stacy Wade. And right in the center is Mrs. Leanne Jackson. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're glad to have you and glad that you have joined us for this Business Spotlight. So tell us a little bit, Stacy, about how this came into fruition.
Well, Permco has been in existence since 1998.
Yes.
It is owned by Ron Sanders, and it is basically like a sister company to People Plus. So People Plus is a staffing company, but we are an HR and payroll type company. I know I've been in the business for about 5 months now, and my cohort here called one day and asked if I could come and help. And I'm a CPA, so it just sort of made sense that we would start to work together, and it's just been great ever since.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Leanne, give us a little background of what you all do.
Well, as she said, we're a payroll and HR department for what we like to say small to medium-sized businesses. A lot of times when you're starting a small business, you spend a lot of time worrying about this area because it is an important part, paying your taxes and getting all that done. So that you can spend time letting your company grow, helping it grow, we're your HR and payroll department. You hire your employees, but they eventually become employees of Permco. So at the end of the year, they get their W-2. It's going to say Permco on it. We do your payroll. We pay your payroll taxes. We offer health insurance, 401ks, IRAs, HSAs. You know, by having this, you have the opportunity to offer your employees at a smaller business what the larger companies do, that causes them to get the really qualified employees. And so by joining with us and being part of our one big company, you know, you can get the qualified and the quality of people that you want, you know, and can compete with the bigger companies.
Yes, and you're located where?
We're at 1235 Nebo Road. Just a couple doors down from People Plus, as she was talking about. But we enjoy doing it. As she said, she's a CPA, so she takes care of our payroll side of it, or the payroll tax side of it, and paying the benefits. And living with the CPA for 33 years now, I've learned a little. And what I did a lot for him was payrolls.
Yes.
And I really enjoy it. And so when Ron came to David and I earlier in the year, and you know, it was like, I need you to help me with this. You know, it was like, yes, that's what I love doing. And then Stacy, you know, become available, and we were like, and I told David, I said, we need her. She can do what I'm not as comfortable doing. So together we say we make one good person.
So there seems to be a good relationship as far as work environment. Anyone else that's in the office there?
Just the two of us.
Really?
Yes, just the two of us.
Wow.
Ron will come in and out and just tell us what to do, and then he goes on, and then we do what we want to do.
And get it done.
And get it done.
Right.
Absolutely.
When you talk about Permco and what all the things you have to take into consideration, especially when it comes to figures and having to come up with the correct figures and things. When it comes to the business that you have now, tell us a little bit how the growth of it works. Do you see much growth?
Yes, we at this point have been going around to different businesses, small and medium typically.
Yes.
And talking to the managers and owners and things like that, and you know, we just kind of let them know that we're here for them if they don't have the resources, if they don't have the funding, if they don't have the know-how to do these things. We can be there for them when maybe they don't have the money to hire on a whole back office. They don't have the money to dedicate to a CPA or a bookkeeper or that type of thing. We can be there for them for that. And we are finding that word of mouth has been a really big factor for us. Things such as this has been will be a big factor for us too, just to grow our business. But we're not just here for, like Hopkins County. I mean, we have clients who are in Lexington. We have had clients in Henderson. We have some in, let's see, I believe some of the other counties we have are probably Muhlenberg County. We've had some in Lyon County. We have some in Paducah.
Wow.
So we're not just...
It's regional.
It's more of a regional area. And so the way technology is now, you don't just have to be in one particular location.
Right.
It's something that we can help a lot of different businesses, different areas. So we're really excited about being able to do that.
Well, and I would think, Leanne, that helping people is one of the mainstays for this.
Helping people help their companies grow.
Right.
Like I said earlier, it helps when you don't have to worry about, you're starting your business or you're really working to get it to grow, that you don't have to worry about making sure your payroll taxes are paid on time, or to make sure you have everything in, you've got your payroll finished on time so that your employees get paid, on that certain date. And, a lot of people are kind of scared to turn over their payroll taxes and stuff to us, but that's a benefit of Permco. We all, we go under one company, Permco. You don't have your own, federal taxes and stuff. You go under our name. So if your payroll taxes aren't paid on time, you're not going to get penalized. You're not going to pay penalties. You're not going to pay interest. Permco will pay it.
Wow.
Because we're one company, and so it's a benefit.
It's an advantage.
Yes, absolutely, it's a great advantage. Yes.
So it's really good for the listening audience to know that we have this type of business in town, and that they can reach out to you all, for help.
Yes.
Right. Give us a phone number.
It's 270-825-5060, and again, we're at 1235 Nebo Road. And we would love for you to call or come in and visit with us and let us explain a little more, to you. And it's not any particular kind of business. We have restaurants. We have, and she said I could use her name, Sharon Smith at Merrill Norman. She said the best thing she did for her business was to let Permco take over her payroll, because then she can just work on growing Merrill Norman and not worry about this part. But I mean, we've recently started with a government organization here in town, and so it doesn't matter what kind of business you have. We have lumber mills, we have all kinds of different businesses. So we're not scared of. We're not scared to try anything.
Well, that's good, because you want to try to reach out, and you want to try to do new things, come up with creative ideas, in helping people.
Yes.
Through numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is a little outside the box,
Yes.
Our type of entity is a little bit new, a PEO. It stands for Professional Employer Organization. And my research tells me that we have PEOs have been in existence for about 30 years or so relatively new type of structure. And probably more new in Kentucky. So we love this type of avenue to showcase our business, because it helps us to inform the public about what we do, what we are, and how we can help them. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Is there anything new on the horizon with Permco?
We do. We are stepping into a new adventure in bookkeeping services. Starting to offer that. If payroll's not just part of your problem, but you need help keeping up with getting your bills paid or getting your receivables taken care of, that's something new that we've started in. We do have one company that we're working with on that now, and just looking forward to seeing that part of the business grow also.
Wonderful, wonderful. You must really have two very good brains, because everybody cannot deal with numbers. You know, I'm not a numbers person. So it's really good to see how this is coming, flourishing and growing, and how Permco is becoming a great mainstay here in the city of Madisonville. So, you know, we appreciate you all coming and talking about this business. And we're going to put on the screen again where you're located, and if you'll give us the address again.
It's 1235 Nebo Road here in Madisonville. One more time, our number is 270-825-5060.
Great, great. I sure appreciate you being on with us, and come back and be with us again. Tell us, keep us updated. You know, yes. I told you I may have to have you as some co-host sometime.
Yeah, you just
we'll
give
just
us
make
a
it
call.
a party.
That would be great. We enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you for having us. It was an honor to be here with you today.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. We've been talking and speaking with Mrs. Stacy Wade and also Mrs. Leanne Jackson. And I'm sure you know Leanne, our former First Lady in the great city of Madisonville.
Yeah.
And please say hello to former Mayor Jackson for
I
us.
certainly will. Thank you.
So, again, join us for another edition of Focus with Tim Thomas. And again, on behalf of the Regional Chamber of Commerce, have a good evening.